So, if you guys haven't seen my new guide, and by the way, I haven't gotten, like, really any upvotes or anything, so I'm going to post it in chat. You can determine whether or not you want to discuss that there. But this is, I just released a guide on how to do this build, and I think it is so good. This build is so good. So good. So good. So, let's just look at this. This is the forGG Hellion opening. It's safe against pretty much everything. You go into mech out of it. I derp a little bit because I get my my third command center late. But basically, you open up 12 racks. You're gonna get a 15 gas. This guy's gonna go for a fast Hellbat drop build, by the way. So this is exactly what you want to be prepared against. So now I'm gonna go for 15 gas into very, very standard 2 Marines, reactor, yada yada yada, yum 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 yum. So command center on the way as well. Nothing unusual here. He's gonna get a command center and he's gonna go for a pretty economical little mine build. He's actually gonna go off the top of the with 1 gas geyser. So he is not gonna go all in with this. He's trying to be a bit of aggressive. So Hellion comes in, he's like, pick off scouting worker. I've got a couple Marines here. I'm gonna go in, and now I'm gonna start my orbital, start my Hellions, start my starport, and start my second gas. So this is gonna allow me to go for a quick Viking follow up as well as a Raven. Drop the mule, lift the command center, send it over to the natural. He's building Hellbats, which is fine. Each their own Hellbat. Pick off 1 Hellion for free. Nice, nice. So he's got Hellbats. His medevac's gonna start soon. Interestingly enough, he opted to go for single Hellbat drop. Didn't have enough to actually get out double Hellbat drop, even though he had 4 Hellbats. So slightly inefficient on his part with the build, but 2 can be good for defense. And in fact, they are, because he loads up the medevac and goes. But he's got 2 Hellbats and a Hellion on top of that ramp. I'm not going to run these 4 Hellions into that. So now the medevac is going to go out for him. And yeah, I have a Viking, by the way. Did I mention that? I said I was going to get a Viking. I got one. So I built 2 Vikings because I know. Yeah, I built 2 Vikings because I know he doesn't have. I just realized I'm like, oh my god, my microphone's muted. But then I looked and I'm like, that's not the microphone I'm using right now. But he's gonna get like these widow mines for defense. He's feeling all chipper and chapper, and I'm like, okay, that's cool, but Ishi, yo soy Nathanias. No, me llamo Nathanias. I get my daughter Granny's make this a bond so I can watch later. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, it's on, yeah, just look at the Reddit post, or just follow my YouTube channel, and it's all here, so no big deal. This is, I VOD'd a tutorial of this, but this is just a little bit of analysis on, what I've been doing here, so. Hellbat's going out now. He's trying to do this little Hellbat drop, and it's fine, but the thing is, even if he does land the drop in your base, look what I do. Pull SCVs away. Hellions, run in. That's it. The Hellions are just really good. And that's it, you just mass fucking Hellions. You get 3rd command center, continue to build back, get into your tank production. I got my Raven now, I got my Vikings. And I do the same timing attack that is done by, pretty much by Theognis. I mean, by forGG against Theognis in the build that I based it off of. It's going to be a little bit delayed, though, because I get my 3rd command center late, so I actually have tanks with this push. Normally, I also have a lot more Hellions. It also hits about 1.5 minutes later. So, actually 2 minutes later it hits. So that was also caused by the fact that he did land the drop. I don't know. I'm not forGG. Sorry. I'm trying to be. But. Solander, what league are you in? Then I just come with the Hellions, get a complete surround on his tank, and just kind of shut him down. I don't need to fight his Vikings because I don't have anything in the air aside from that Raven. And then I just move everything else in and kill him. And that's pretty much game right here. Kill this tank. Yo. I almost get this command center. That would have been so dope. Bring the Banshee out now. He just doesn't have enough to hold on here, so I like this follow-up. Send out another mech push, and I'm like, sup, dude? forGG style, bitch. Mass Hellions, so good. So. yeah, then you win. So this is how you hold against Hellbats really early on, and then you can go into back out of it. Interestingly enough, he gets this blue flame ahead of me. It doesn't. Alright, blue this blue flame. It doesn't show up here. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to show up. Upgrades. He does have blue flame. Okay, that's okay. You actually can't look at the attack of the Hellion in this. I thought it would show the upgrade that you have it. It only shows your tabs, so blue flame doesn't actually show up as a tab. Okay, that's something I'll have to keep important note of. It shows upgrades and your tabs of your abilities, but not your tabs of researched abilities. Unless it's something that you can obviously select, so keep that in mind. Yeah. And then I went